Okie dokie.
Okay.
So, it's been a while. Let's see.
It's only been a fortnight. That's not a while.
It feels like a long time, you know how much has happened since then? It's like,
Yeah, you're right.
jeez. Life has been crazy. Alright, so we've done you've done the pre-flight inspection. I've done like a quick version of it. So the passenger briefing, I'll do a quick one. So I pretend that this passenger, so welcome aboard everyone. Just wanted to let you know about a few things to keep in mind before we take off. So just notice where the doors are. There's two doors on either side. The doors open up with this latch. You just need to lift it up and then push it out. There is a fire extinguisher right here under the seats. Yeah, which probably not worth it in case of fire. There is no smoking in this airplane at any point during the flight, and your seatbelts must be fastened, so do that right now. Okay, so at all times follow the instructions of the pilot in command, which is me.
And what about the person sitting in this seat?
Yeah, the person. So for you, Greg, sitting in the front seat, make sure that your hands and your feet are off the controls and don't press any buttons. In case of emergency, use the lever under your chair to slide your seat forward so that the passengers behind you can get out first. Then use the same lever to push back, get yourself some space, and then exit the runway. Exit the plane and move towards the back of the plane. You'll be able to listen to me and talk to me and the other passengers on the plane through your headset. Just make sure that when the radio is being used, you don't talk. Okay, and enjoy your flight.
Good.
Right, so seats and seat belts are adjusted, locked.
Yep.
This is a good spot for me. So brakes, tested, set. Circuit breakers, check, all on. Electrical equipment is off, master switch and Avionics are off. Avionics master switch is off. The fuel selector valve is now on both. It's the first time ever I've seen it not being on both. The fuel shut-off valve is pushed all the way in. And the Avionics circuit breakers are all checked. Alright, so we're going to do a cold start since the plane hasn't flown since the 4th of February. So I'm going to switch off on the master switch in Avionics to get the latest ATIS and get then permission to do circuits and then start the engine. Right, so master switch on, Avionics on. .1 and let's use this.
Information Alpha, runway 24, wind 190 degrees, 8 knots, crosswind maximum 8 knots, cab OK, temperature 19er, QNH 1020, on first contact with Camden Tower Ground, notify seat of information Alpha. Camden Terminal Information Alpha, runway 24, wind 190 degrees, 8 knots, crosswind maximum 8 knots, cab OK, temperature 19er, QNH 1020. Kilo Mike, downwind, touch and go. Notify seat of information Alpha.
Wow, okay.
Kilo Mike, clear touch and go.
It led through the it was active.
You were still monitoring COM 1.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so I will pull tower. Record information Alpha. Sun ground.
Yep.
And ground is 121.90 and we are on the right frequency.
Camden ground, Cessna 172, Julia Bravo Charlie, dual at the Scout hangar, request startup and taxi for circuits with information Alpha.
Bravo Charlie, start approved, taxi to holding point Echo runway 24.
Start approved, taxi to holding point Echo runway 24, Julia Bravo Charlie. Okay.
Sounding as enthusiastic as ever.
But I like when he speaks slowly.
Alright, switching off Avionics and switching off master. So throttle. L to 1/4 inch. Mix idle cup of propeller area. So cleared. So another thing that I picked up from YouTube is when I go for the master switch on, I think I mentioned that before, I'm also going to call out clear prop just before I switch the switch on. If there is a problem with magnetos, there is a slight chance that the propeller will stop. Clear prop. Master switch on. The beacon is also on. Right, so let's prime the engine. Fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe counting a bit too fast, but
You always check that the fuel flow clicks in, which it did.
okay, yeah. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
So the fuel gauge, this
Yeah.
moves
It
when I'm
goes up.
priming the engine.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay. Alright. Ignition switch start. Right. Clear prop.
Okay, avionics on. Radios, frequencies are set. I've got ground at the moment. Tower is also on standby. That's good. Flaps are retracted. I might test the flaps since the engine, because we haven't tested them earlier. I'm just gonna do a test while I'm talking. Circuit breakers are all checked and in. Yep, and flaps are fully extended and I'll retract them now. Okay, so all good to continue with the taxi. So we have to go to Echo. We are clear to go to Echo. So we're going to take taxiway Charlie up to Charlie here.
Yep.
Then into the runup A.
Yep.
At C, and that's where we do our runup checks. And
Yep.
then okay.
Yep.
So this is our two-way street at the moment, two-way check, taxiway. We do have clearance to go. Do we need to check again with the radio or to broadcast that we are on it? All right. Good to go. So parking brake is off.
I am hoping that the tower will tell us of any inbound traffic. So let's see.
Okay, we'll keep an eye open. All right, let's go. Heels on the floor.
So we'll just stop down here and just check your brakes.
Our brake's good.
Kilo Mike, clear touch and go.
All good.
Right.
Clear touch and go with Kilo Mike.
DI is working.
Alright, so there's an aircraft that's been cleared touch and go, so they're clearly not stopping.
No other traffic that I can see. So into Charlie. Turn coordinator works for 28 volts.
Yeah, so turn into the right, the number's increasing.
Yep. DI.
Interestingly, the ball's not going out to the left.
Maybe I need to give it a better turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
There it goes.
Do some cartwheeling.
Yep.
Okay, also good. The vertical speed indicator shows a positive number.
It's been doing that for a while, actually.
So that's an issue.
Whose bonanza that is?
Okay, no traffic. One thing I didn't do, damn it, is to lean the mix.
That's all right.
Yeah. With my eye, yeah.
All right, so straight ahead.
Yep. Well, the visibility is really good. One thing about these glasses is that I need to point my head where I want to look. I can't just move the eyeballs.
All right, so have a look at the windsock.
Yeah.
We need to position the aircraft into wind, so let's come out. Let's just come over
okay.
here.
I've
and
got
we'll
plenty to go all
turn.
the way through. Okay. So I can see the wind.
No, not all the way. Let me take control.
Because the wind is right behind us now.
Yes.
Oh, that's how you do it.
That will do.
Yeah.
Or maybe not
Okay.
quite into wind. I'll probably turn a little too much. All right.
So maybe that
park brake.
direction. So you took that path on from the outside.
Yeah.
Is that how you normally do it?
You can do it inside as well if you want.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, no problem.
All right.
So let's continue.
Just put your brake on.
Yep, parking brake. Parking
Yeah,
brake
what I
on.
normally meant to do, you look at the wind, 190, and you can see technically that should be up there, so we probably should be facing more that way.
But that's not set.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking at this.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'll fix it now.
Yeah.
All right, so parking brake is on. Passenger seat backs and seat belts are upright and secured.
Yep.
Cabin doors are closed. Flight controls, all right. Elevators, yeah, fully deflected. Ailerons, okay, and I'm not feeling any obstructions, any blocks, so that's good. Okay, trim, so flight control's good, flight instruments, so let's set that now. So do the QNH first. 1020. QNH 1020, compass probably between the south and then 15. Bit more. Say if that's correct. The artificial horizon is good. Okay, so instruments are set. Altimetry, QNH, heading bug. Sorry. Yep. So I set the setting bug to 24 approximately, and I will set it more precisely as we line up. And the altitude selector, done. Alright, fuel quantity checked.
Right downwind. Whiskey Kilo Mike, right downwind.
Mixture.
Whiskey Kilo Mike, clear touch and go.
Which?
Clear touch and go, Whiskey Kilo Mike.
We'll do the throttle at 100 RPM, and temperature is in the green right now, so it's 1800 RPM. Okay. Magneto check. Both. Left. Both. Right. Okay, magnetos check. Vacuum. In top end of the green arc. Engine instruments, they're all in the green, and the Armada, Armada on the 0, and an annunciator panel. Check. Throttle idle. And the voltage drops. And 1000 RPM. Okay, throttle friction lock is good as it is. Strobe lights, I'll turn the strobe on. Radios set. Power on standby. Navigation, GPS, autopilot and manual electric trim we don't have, we don't use. Elevator trim for takeoff. Flaps up, and the takeoff safety briefing. Okay, so we'll abort the takeoff during on takeoff. I will abort takeoff if I haven't reached 2,250 starting RPMs. If the airspeed is not alive, if I haven't been able to reach 60 knots by halfway down the runway, if any of the engine gauges are not in the green arc, or if I hear any unusual noises coming from the engine or the cabin, or if I notice loose items in the cabin or open doors. In that case, I will set the throttle to idle, apply brakes as necessary, and exit the runway. I will also abort the takeoff if the plane becomes airborne with runway remaining, in which case I will set throttle to idle, push the control column forward in order to lower the nose and avoid stalling, re-land the aircraft, and apply brakes as required, and if possible exit the runway. If I've taken off with no runway remaining and there is an engine failure, I will set throttle to idle, push the control column forward in order to lower the nose, and avoid stalling, and look for a suitable landing location within 30 degrees of the nose, and at no point I will attempt to turn back to the runway. If there is engine failure and I have at least 1,000 feet above ground, or I'm established on downwind, then I will attempt to return and land on the runway, and I will use flaps as required to do that, but I will do my turn immediately towards the runway to land there. And that completes the safety briefing, the takeoff safety briefing.
Okay, just one comment.
Yep.
When you say runway remaining, you've got to make it clear that if you experience a loss of engine power. I've taken off, I've experienced a loss of engine power with runway remaining. You never mentioned about loss of engine power.
Oh, okay.
In your brief.
Yeah, sure. So I need to make sure that the condition, there's got to be a reason for doing that, for re-landing, and that is loss of engine power.
Yep.
What if I say engine failure for experience? Is that the same thing, or that's
Well,
the same? Or?
The odds are the engine will unlikely just stop.
It will cut off a little, and you won't have enough power to take off.
It may just lose power, so your RPM may drop to 1,000 or something. That's realistically what's more likely to happen.
Got it.
So we'll do a couple of exercises today where we'll simulate that process. Not after takeoff, but on upwind and crosswind. We'll simulate an engine failure after takeoff on both. All we want to do, all I want to see you do is to lower the nose to dot best glide speed, point to a field that you're going to head for, and then we'll go round.
One thing that didn't mention was my glide speed, especially if I'm established or at 1,000 feet above ground. Lower the nose, not just to not stall, but I need to get to my 68 knots of glide speed. Perfect. All right, so departure briefing. So today we are using runway 24. There is significant crosswind of about 8 knots at times. Wind is coming from 190 degrees. So that's actually quite a bit of crosswind. Most of it, 8 knots, is actually crosswind.
Yes.
Other than that, unlimited visibility curve is okay. There is one more plane in the circuit that I know of. Other than that, I think a few more planes are getting to leave soon. They're going to the training area. Yeah. Yep. There's no activity from gliders, and other than that, it all looks good. So.
All right.
That's it with the departure briefing.
Just remember with crosswind, it will come from your left.
Yeah.
So when you enter the runway and you apply full power, just put your ailerons into wind. As your airspeed picks up, just gradually neutralise them. So by the point of rotate, you're at neutral.
Right.
So by the time you hit 50, by the time you've hit 50 knots, you want the ailerons that, because chances are the aeroplane may want to take off.
I guess if I don't do that, the wind will be pushing me towards the right side of the runway gradually.
Or possibly use rudder to manage that, but what more likely might happen is the wind gets under the wing and it tips you like that.
Right.
That's not good.
Because ailerons control the roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So having that will stop the wing being lifted.
So you start with like extreme position, I guess?
Yeah, you would start at that position and then you just, as speed picks up, bring it back to a neutral position.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay, I'm good to go.
Good.
So, brakes, release.
Hello, Oscar, join downwind runway 24, maintain 1,800 feet, report on the zone boundary.
Alright, so this inbound.
Downwind 24, maintain 1,800 to the boundary, Victor Hotel, Oscar.
More Sydney Uni coming with their twin down to Camden. Muck up our circuit. Which I guess are allowed to do.
Why not?
I want it that way actually. Sun's coming between the gap. Oh, that's a smart idea. It'll work for me, not quite. I've got to have it like that.
Yeah. That'd be a problem on Upwind. On.
Alright, so remember you're on the opposite side to what you've normally been on, so
I'm looking on
it will look
my
different.
right
So when you're doing your spacing, the runway should be about halfway down.
Yep.
For you. For me, it should be about a quarter. That's on downwind.
Got it. The 45 degrees should look the same, pretty much.
Oh yes.
On the other shoulder.
Yeah, that just different shoulder you're looking at.
Yeah. Apply some brake. Mix will become rich in a moment. Alright, I'll stop right here.
Camden ground, Whiskey Kilo Mike.
Okay, so
Before
takeoff, plugging breakers off, passenger seatbelts, no, we don't line up, put a switch, we don't need that. Instruments, we are on the north, DI is good. Strobe is on.
Let's put that back to 1,000.
Yep. Mix is rich, flaps up, trim, good. Transponder is on 3000 and altimetry 1020. Yeah, good to go.
Very good.
Camden Tower, Decathlon 8 Charlie Alpha over Bringelly at 1,800 feet, inbound with Alpha. 8 Charlie Alpha, report again at Oran Park, join final runway 24, maintain 1,800.
Report again at Oran Park, maintain 1,800, stand by. Victor Hotel, Oscar 2 miles. And HL Alpha, that was doing final, runway 24.
HL Alpha. Victor Hodlowski, cleared visual approach, runway 24, your asymmetric circuits are approved.
Clear visual approach, runway 24, clear for asymmetric circuits, Victor Hotel, Oscar.
Okay. Camden Tower, Julia Bravo Charlie, dual, holding point Echo, runway 24, ready for circuits.
Julia Bravo Charlie, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Julia Bravo Charlie. And the depressed run threshold, remember. Alright. Sorry. Checking for full deflection. Yep, all good. Runway 24, park is correct, so full throttle. Okay, decent pace in the green, 40 knots, 50 knots, 60, and rotate. Pitch up, 75 knots.
Right. Over the runway.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Hey Charlie Alpha is over Oran Park.
Come on.
Hey Charlie Alpha, cleared visual approach, runway 24, number 2, follow a Baron on base.
Wow.
Clear visual approach 24, we'll look for the Baron on base, Hey Charlie Alpha.
Trip.
Victor Hodlowski, downwind call.
1600 feet.
Victor Hotel Oscar turning final for touch and go.
Victor
Pitch up a
Hodlowski,
little,
follow the
1700.
wind clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, follow Cessna.
Alright.
Victor Hotel Oscar.
Clear right, center, left.
And 8 Charlie Alpha Baron
Left turn.
invite.
HL Alpha, thanks.
QNH makes a big difference.
All right, let's get that rudder in the center.
Yep. 1,000 feet. 75 knots.
Feels a bit different.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, it does.
1,200 feet. Continuing the turn. Almost reached my circuit altitude. Alright, leveling off. Pitch down. Trim.
You better turn down, mate.
here. Whoa, already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember, the wind's coming behind you.
Yeah.
Your crosswind leg and your base legs, one's quick, one's slow.
Jeez, yeah, there was a big difference in timing. 1,300 feet. Coordinated. Coming out of the turn.
Hey Charlie Alpha, clear to land.
Alright, level
Clear to
wings.
land 8 Charlie Alpha.
A little bit too far. Julia Bravo Charlie, downwind for touch and go on runway 24.
Roger.
Right, BUMFISH brakes. Undercarriage mix is rich, fuel is sufficient. I am a little wide, you can see the strut,
It's all right.
but not too bad.
We'll fix it up on the next one.
Yep. Climb a little. Okay, instruments, QNH is set.
Just
Bedding
put your
is
power.
good.
Your power's a little low for your
Yeah.
downwind, but leave it there because you're being that threshold now.
It's almost at the threshold, yeah. Strobe, magnets on both, fuel selector, adjacent harnesses are secure. So 1800 RPM.
All right, so a good marker for your base turn are these houses here.
Those over there.
Yes. Yeah.
Safe speed for flap 1.
8 Charlie Alpha going around.
Looking for 1300. Sorry, 45 degrees
All right.
now.
Victor Hotel Oscar on
With my checks, 30 degrees.
Hodlowski.
Turn.
Julia Bravo Charlie, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Julia Bravo Charlie.
Hey Charlie Alpha, copy to go around.
1500 RPM. Right rudder to coordinate.
keep looking out. Just glance back at your instruments every so often.
Yep, so 75 knots. Let's get the speed. It's 75 knots, 1500 RPM. Level. Pitch up.
Alright, now you can feel this leg's quite slow.
Yep.
Because you're into that headwind now.
Trim.
Very
20
good.
degrees. Flap.
Alright, so I probably would have left the trim until after you put your flap down.
Alright.
But looks alright.
It's just a speed. Need to pitch down a little. Alright, I'll be turning soon. So right, left clear, center clear, right clear. I also need to change the direction that I look when I do my check. Okay, left turn.
Better turn.
So right turn.
Well, station American Bravo, current wind's up a little bit, 190 at 12 knots with a crosswind max of 12.
Wow.
Temperature 24, QNH 1021 Bravo.
121 and 12 knots crosswind now, coming from 190. So it's the same direction as before.
Captain ground, Cessna 172, Zulu Golf uniform on Charlie.
Full flap.
Request taxi for departure. Zulu Golf uniform, taxi holding point Echo runway 24. Taxi holding point Echo runway 24, Zulu Golf uniform.
Bit of power. Speed 70 knots. It's good. That's some more power.
Yeah, so as you round out, you need to make sure your nose is straight down the runway. Just watch your airspeed there. It's getting a little bit slow. That's good.
Downwind 24, full stop.
And I do that with the rudder, correct?
Yes.
I need more power. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pitch
Alright, so
down.
start to reduce that power now.
Starting to round up.
I wouldn't round out yet. Now it's right rudder. Just hold it there. There you go.
Ups up. Right, full throttle. 50 knots. 60 knots.
Hotel Oscar.
Rotate.
Please contact Victor Hotel Oscar.
Pitch up. Pitch up. Well. Speed. Runway behind us. 1500 up, 500 feet. 75 knots. Right, trimmed. 700 feet. 800. Clear left, clear center, clear right. 15 degree, right turn.
8 Charlie Alpha, clear to land. Clear to land, 8 Charlie Alpha.
Flaps up.
Good morning, Camden ground. Zulu Foxtrot uniform is currently in the Anti-Cap grass parking. Request taxi for departure in receipt of Bravo.
Zulu Foxtrot uniform, taxi to holding point Echo runway 24.
1300 RPM.
Taxi to holding point Echo
Wow.
runway 24, Zulu Foxtrot uniform.
Coming out of the climb. Reduce RPM. Continue the turn a little more.
Alright, so here's your river. So start turning.
Clear right, center, right.
Alright, bring your power back. Yeah, 2200, sorry. Yep.
I just picked up a bit of too much altitude. Left rudder. Right. Coming out of the turn. 1300 feet. Right, that's better. Julia Bravo Charlie, downwind for touch and go on runway 24.
Bravo Charlie.
Right. Brakes, undercarriage mix is rich. Fuel is sufficient. Instrument, so altitude is good. T's and P's are in the green. Heading is good.
Short backtrack.
Strobe is on, magnetors on both. Fuel select on both. And
we'll just
harnesses
take over,
are
so
secure.
Okay.
Victor Hotel.
Alright, so at the threshold,
Yeah,
1800 RPM. Maintaining the altitude. Very good. Pitch up to maintain altitude. Trim. Right. 10 degrees flap. Continue a little more. Almost over those houses. Clear left, clear center, clear right, right turn. 30 degrees. 1500 RPM.
Okay, come on, let the aeroplane descend.
Pitch down. 75 knots. Okay. 20 degrees flap. 80 knots. Level off.
We're probably just a little bit too wide this way. That's alright, we'll fix
Yeah,
that
we'll
up
fix
next
it.
one.
Okay, pitch down, get my 75 knots on the base. Okay, I can see the threshold there. Looking for the windsock. Where is the windsock?
Very hard to see.
Yeah, I can see the one on the glider side, but... Okay, 70 knots. Let's get that 75. Okay, I'm going to start my turn. Clear left, clear center, clear right. Right turn. Coordinated.
Oh, there's a police car sitting down there, I bet you they're... I wonder if they're going for the school zone.
Uh-huh. A lot of traffic this morning.
Yeah, there
Schools.
was, wasn't it?
Alright, establishing on...
Right, sometimes on these gusts you just don't go to the flap yet.
Yeah.
Let's try it with 20 degrees. Sometimes on a gusty, crosswindy day, just...
Okay.
We'll just try it at 20 degrees.
What does it do to speed?
No, don't worry, speed's same.
Same speed?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right,
75
you
knots.
need
Bit
some
of power.
Yeah, you need a lot of power actually. Now we
And
haven't
now-
cleared to land, haven't we?
No.
No?
No. Julia Bravo Charlie, late final for touch and go.
Sure, Bravo Charlie, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Julia Bravo Charlie. Yeah, look, that windsock is right over. Okay. I'll explain later. Idle.
Right, straighten up that rudder like
Yep.
that. See?
Yeah. I felt
Oh,
the
now.
pressure.
Keep that aileron in to win.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now full power. Start to neutralise your ailerons.
And 60
Okay.
knots.
Excellent. So you saw how I kicked the right rudder in to straighten that rudder?
Yeah. I do it very gradually, but you've done it much faster and it has more effect.
Yeah.
Victor Hotel, short final.
Okay, runway behind us.
Oscar, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Victor Hotel.
So I was just saying
No,
that's
it's too high.
yeah. There you go, 75 knots. Trim. The windsock from that angle is just in front of a white roof.
Yeah, it's very hard to see, isn't it? Alright,
700.
TCPs are good, flaps retracted. Right, we should start turning at 750.
We are left, center, right. 15 degree right turn. Right, rudder. 75 knot speed. 1100 feet. .1200. .1300 feet. Reduce RPM. 2200. Trim. Okay, there's the runway.
Alright, come on, let's turn, otherwise you'll be too wide. just a little bit behind the aeroplane.
Yeah, I feel that. I blame the QNH.
Oh, you blame the QNH. How dare it be so high? It's good when it's high because you get good performance.
Just not used to it. So through summer, it's always been like in the tens, about 10,000s.
Yep.
Oh, 1,000s. All right. Julia Bravo Charlie, downwind for touch and go, runway 24.
Bravo Charlie.
Yeah. All right. 39 BUMFISH, brakes, undercarriage.
All right, let's put your power back to 2200.
Yep. I'm slowing down too much, yeah.
Yeah, 22, not 20, 22. That's it.
So instruments are set. QNH is actually 121 now. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one. Fix my heading. T's and P's in the green.
Victor, hold your Oscar, turning
Almost
down
at the
with
threshold.
Victor.
So 1800 RPM. Q selector is on both. And hatches and harnesses are secure. Okay, heading is good, spacing is good, the threshold is there.
All right, we'll do a flapless.
Flapless approach, got it.
Yep. All right, I want to turn over these houses.
All right, clear left, clear center, clear right. Left turn, sorry, right turn. And 1500 RPM. For 30 degrees, turn. Trim for this speed. Just pitching up to reduce my speed. 1500 RPM, there you go, 75 knots. This is flapless, so I'll be going for 80 knots on base. Pitch down, that's it, 80 knots. So I'll come out of the turn. Pitch up a little.
Julia Bravo Charlie, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Julia Bravo Charlie. 80 knots. Right. Clear left, center, and right. Reducing RPM a little. So can't see the windsock from here. Okay. Clear left, center, right. Right turn. Coordinated. 80 knots. Once established, I get to 75 knots. Yeah, always shot that.
All right.
Reduce RPMs.
As long as you don't increase your bank angle. Let's slow that aeroplane down. Raise the nose.
Yep. Raising the nose. I'm on idle.
Remember, your flapless approach is a lot flatter.
Yeah.
Right, fair bit of
Power.
sync happening. Very good.
Yeah. Now I can see the sock. Right,
Good.
80 knots.
P's are good. Flap set, clearance obtained.
To the wind. Idle. Right rudder.
All right.
Okay. And full throttle. 60 knots. Rotate.
Victor, lost you, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Victor, hold your Oscar.
35 knots. Okay, I'm going to start my turn at 750. Runway behind us. Trim. 500. 600. Clear, left, center, right. And right turn. 15 knots. More right rudder. Okay.
Camden Tower, Cessna 172, Zulu Golf Uniform, holding point Echo, runway 24, ready via Crosswind.
Come out of the roll. 1100. Way off 100.
Alright, let's start turning.
Zulu Golf Uniform, clear to take off.
Clear left, center,
Runway
right.
24, clear the takeoff, Zulu Golf
Okay.
Uniform.
still climbing, so I'll do 15 degrees on this one. Full throttle. Now reach my altitude. There's a runway. Well, picked up too much altitude. Please go down. I continue climbing because I forgot to reduce the RPMs.
Right.
Yeah. Alright. Julia Bravo Charlie, downwind for touch and go.
Julia Bravo Charlie.
Brakes, undercarriage, mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, instruments, just reaching my circuit altitude, good QNH is set, reduce RPMs, is and fish in the green, lights, good, magnetors on both, fuel selector on both, hatches and harnesses are secure. Okay, clear. Is this a flapless or a normal?
We'll do a normal one.
Yeah.
Julia Bravo Charlie, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Julia Bravo Charlie. Alright, clear left, center, right. I haven't deployed flap yet because of the speed. I just need to drop the speed a little more. So I am a little behind the plane at this point. Okay, 10 flap.
60 Hotel Oscar on downwind for touch and go.
Hello Oscar.
75 knots, flap to 20. Right, that's better. 75 knots. There's a threshold. Don't overshoot the extended center line, so clear left, clear center, clear right. Start my turn now. Knots. Alright, let's get a full flap.
Approach will be conducting an asymmetric go round from about 300 feet.
Hello Oscar.
We are high, yeah, but with the flap, I still have 80 knots. Trying to see the windsock. Okay, 70 knots. Power. There's a windsock, yeah. Alright, same as before. 75 knots. Got my spot to land. Okay, let's go around. Going around. Alright, full throttle.
Alright, what do you do to your flaps?
So one at a time.
Straight away. Yeah, straight away to 20.
At my speed.
Julie Bravo Charlie going around and request simulation upwind and crosswind.
Julia Bravo Charlie, copied.
Pitch up, get my speed, and flap 0. 500 feet, pitch up. Pitch up some more. Okay, 75 knots.
Alright, simulating engine failure.
Yep.
What are you going to
Okay, pitch down.
do? Where are you going?
I'm going to go right there.
Alright,
That's the
full
first
power.
spot. Yeah.
Very good.
Right.
Right, resume normal flight.
Clear left, clear center, clear right. Right turn, 15 degrees.
Camden Tower, Zulu Foxtrot uniform is holding point Echo, runway 24, ready for a crosswind departure.
15 degrees.
Fox uniform, hold position.
Holding position, Zulu
Right,
Foxtrot.
right up. Feet.
Okay, simulated engine failure.
Okay, pitch down. I'm gonna go right there on that big field.
Okay,
over there.
let's go
Okay,
around.
full power.
Alright, let's turn on the downwind.
Clear right, left, center, right. Yep. 1100 feet, still climbing, so 15 degrees. Right rudder.
Well, let's do a glide approach on this one.
Glide approach, got it.
Clear for takeoff, Zulu Foxtrot uniform.
Okay, 1300 feet. 2200 RPM. Coming out of the roll. Okay. Trim. Julia Bravo Charlie, downwind, requesting glide approach on runway 24.
Touch and go.
And touch and go, Julia Bravo Charlie.
Bravo Charlie.
That's right. So contributing to the training. Brakes, undercarriage, mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, instruments fixed altitude, DI is good, compass is good. Piece of piece in the green.
Okay, simulate engine failure.
Alright, so get my speed to 78 knots while I'm turning.
It will look.
Charlie, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Julia Bravo Charlie.
It will look different on this one because you've got a displaced threshold.
Victor, Oscar, say again.
So I'm going straight back,
Victor, hold
turning
Oscar, turning
straight
downwind for touch and go.
onto the runway. I've trimmed already, so trimming is good. So actually I need to, just face closer. Yeah,
Today's difficult because there's a wind blowing straight ahead.
I've got a headwind right now.
Yep. So you're doing exactly the right thing.
Okay, I've got my speed good at 78 knots. Don't drop that anymore.
Turn towards the field.
Continue turning, yeah. Pitch down. Gotta clear the trees. Alright, pitch down. No flaps yet.
Watch that tree.
Yeah, jeez.
Alright, let's go around. Go around. Go around. Full power.
Picking up speed. Right. Flap 0.
Julia Bravo, Charlie, go around.
Bravo Charlie.
Alright,
So, what happened? Headwind.
Touch and go.
Got
needed to turn more to the runway straight away.
much quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to
Getting
see that today with that wind,
Yeah.
because you must have in your mind, what is the wind doing? And plus you got a displaced threshold there, so it just looks very different.
It is.
Alright.
Alright, turn. Clear left, center, right. There's a plane up there, going into downwind.
I think they'll be departing for the training area.
Hit my rudder. Okay, reached altitude, 2200 RPM. Trim. Right. Yeah. Clear left, center, and right.
Just do a glide approach again.
Yep.
We would have landed okay on that one.
Yeah, I would have made it, but
Yeah.
it will be a bit
I
difficult.
just wasn't happy how close we were to those trees.
Right. Julia Bravo Charlie, downwind for glide approach. Touch and go, please.
Bravo Charlie.
Alright, 2200 RPM. Brakes, undercarriage, mix is rich. Fuel is sufficient. Altitude, DI, speed. T's and P's in the green, strobe, magnetism both.
Alright, engine failure.
Engine failure.
With power.
Downwind.
With throttle, sorry.
Alright.
Bravo Charlie, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Julia Bravo Charlie. So I do have some power, right? It's just that the engine is not performing.
Yeah, we're at idle.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
just for some reason it's gone to idle and we can't work out why.
Yeah. Alright, so I've got my glide speed good. pitch
Right,
down
come
a
on,
little.
turn towards that field
Ah,
now.
continue turning, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, glide speed is good. I think our altitude is good.
Alright.
Should I deploy
Yeah,
then?
yeah, my word. Because you're too high this one.
20.
But come on, just straighten up a bit.
Are we good at this? Okay, pitch down to get still my glide speed. Well, full flap.
Not having much luck, are you?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm too high.
Yep, so we'll go around.
Yeah. Alright, full throttle. Reduce flap.
What's your airspeed?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pushing forward. It's all the
Bravo,
trim.
Charlie, go home.
Sorry.
Bravo, Charlie.
No flap.
Just make sure you retract them 10 degrees at a time.
Yep.
I think you went from 20 to 0 and you notice how everything just dropped on you.
Yeah. Okay, 800 feet. Let's get to BUMFISH.
Alright, so we're going to make this full stop.
Should I
Just do a normal approach.
Normal?
Yeah.
Alright, 1100, turn. Clear left, center right. 1200 feet, still climbing.
Big Down Oscar is downwind for a touchdown.
So that's one.
Oscar.
It looks like downwind.
Clear country go, Big Down Oscar.
Reduce RPM.
Alright, so let's bring the power back to 2000. So we build some spacing between this guy.
2000.
Right, go straight now.
Got it. Alright, mix is rich. Threshold, turn left, center, right. There I can see him. 1300 RPM. So this is going to be full stop?
Yes, please.
Yep. Maintain altitude. Julia Bravo Charlie, downwind for full stop.
To the Bravo, Charlie.
Alright, brakes, the carriage mix is rich, fuel is sufficient, instruments, altitude maintain 1300 feet, I'm just going to climb a little.
Now
And
just
there's another
remember, we've only got the power back because of that air.
one. Yeah.
That's a bird.
Oh, it's a bird.
Yeah.
Really? Jeez. Move. Oh, it's amazing.
Where is? Oh, there's the aircraft. Yeah, bloody
Okay.
pelican.
Okay, strobe, making this on both. Fuel selector on both. Hatches and harnesses are secure, and there's the threshold circuit to 1800 RPM, or it's already 1800. Safe speed for flap 10. Alright.
Alright,
Clear
so we
left.
don't turn too early because he's just over there.
Got him. Yep.
I think they're a twin, that's why they're flying a wider circuit.
Yeah, yeah. Need more space to
Yeah.
get rid of the energy.
Yep.
Alright, 80 knots.
Alright.
So now they're passing on
Yep.
our shoulder, I can do my turn.
Yes.
Right. So, yeah, 1500 RPM. Right turn. Knots. There's a runway. 20-degree flaps. Pitch up, reduce my speed to 75 knots. 1500 RPM. So we do have a lot of spacing.
He's over the runway now,
Yeah,
almost touching down.
that means we've got more time on final.
Yep.
So I can, yeah, increase speed 75 knots. I'm also getting a beep in my headphones, probably means I need to change batteries.
I'm hearing the beep too.
Oh, it could be my camera then. But it's coming through the headphones. Could it be one of these
No.
electronics?
I thought it was your GoPro.
Me too, but it's just coming through. Clear to land, Julia Bravo Charlie. Alright, clear left, clear center, clear right.
Alright, so it's been a good lesson today.
It was very good.
Done a lot.
Yeah, and those glide approaches in headwind, and
Yep.
I've got to try this again.
They're tricky.
Very. It's very difficult to gauge because like you do sink a lot more,
Yep.
which is not normal. I haven't experienced that. Alright, I'm going to leave the flaps as they are for now. Just reduce my approach speed to 75 knots by pitching up and reducing RPMs. There you
Alright,
go.
so what you can also do is deploy your flaps quite relatively late in
Alright.
final. So I'll
Just when
tell
it
you,
heelers.
I'll tell you when to do it.
75 knots.
Yep.
I can see the wind sock now.
All
Actually,
right.
we do have our headwind.
So put them down now. Yeah, I think we've got more of a headwind than a crosswind, to be honest.
Full flap, yeah.
Hotel Oscar, turning downwind for full stop.
Ah, that's
Yeah,
very good.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
you
Nice
felt the
straight.
pitch and you reduced the power.
Victor Hotel Oscar.
That was well done.
Okay.
All right, let's keep it on that center line.
Idle.
Straighten it up. There we go. And rudder, aileron.
Right. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, aileron.
And
Let's
brake.
go. Want to get out of that taxiway?
Yep.
Cool. And then into Charlie.
We'll just follow it here, and we'll just follow the
Oh, yeah.
taxiway around.
Bravo Charlie, taxi to parking.
Taxi to parking, Julia Bravo Charlie. Right,
Flaps.
now switch
Go off,
to
clear land.
ground.
Clear to land,
Flaps
Victor Hotel
up,
Oscar.
And strobe off. Right, reduce RPMs. Open window. So that helicopter is packaged to go back home.
Yep.
Wow.
I'll
It's
put
like
a
puzzle.
cover over the top of it, solid cover, and back to Canada it goes.
And on a ship.
Yep.
Amazing.
Alright, so follow this line. Yep. Alright, so check down there, no one's coming. Won't be bad on a weekday, on a weekend there'll be more conflict.
The sides of the taxiway, which is grassed, they're safe, and up to where the cones are, they're safe for a plane to go over if
Yes,
you need to move out of the way.
You could, but I would hope that the tower would avoid that situation from happening.
Just a last resort, because those planes are parked, so it must be okay to go on the grass. Alright, so with that crosswind, the power paleo glide approach, obviously it is achievable. Do you think, like, first time I was too low because
Yes.
I turned too late. Second
Turned too
time I
late.
was too high, even though I turned early.
Yeah, you should have went to flap earlier.
It was a flaps, right?
Yeah.
The second time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard.
Yeah, because of the sink rate is so much different with
So
headwind.
just check no one's coming. Nope.
All clear. Do we need fuel? Or
No, we'll be right. I'll fill it up next with the shell.
Yep.
Give her the experience of refueling. So let's just taxi it.
Yep.
Straight in. Because that hangar door's open and they're open, we can't turn the aeroplane around.
so I go like we're going to switch
Let's-
off and then push it back.
Let's make it a little easier for us. So we're just going to do this.
Yep.
Just stop here.
Stop here.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so after landing, so flaps and strobes off, and parking brake, I'll set it for now. Electrical equipment, avionics off.
Ignition switch off. Grounded. Here's on dash. Master switch off. And control off. 1 minute later, select the valve, relay that.
Alright, so that's an hour.
Perfect. Well, it was a really nice lesson. And watch the video and
So a little behind the airplane early on. So you were turning late.
I feel that the performance was so much better that it's just I'm not used to this performance.
Oh right.
Oh, I was a bit rusty, but I think the main thing is that the plane was too fast and it was climbing too quickly.
So high pressure equals good performance. Now, just remember, when you level off from a climb, it's attitude, speed, power. Sometimes you want attitude, power, and one occasion we were at 80 knots. So
Altitude, speed, wait for speed to increase.
you want it well above 90, like above 95.
Before pulling power back.
Before reducing power. Otherwise, the aeroplane just mushes along. It doesn't perform as well. So
Because you want that speed, obviously, to give you the buffer from stalling. So what I did, I thought,
it's not so much
down.
It's not so much the buffer for the stalling. It's just it's more efficient.
Yeah.
Really, you just hold it there. You'll feel a lot of back pressure on the controls. You can trim the nose down if you want. But then when you reduce power, you're already doing 100 plus knots. If you pull it at 80 knots, it's got to make up that 20 knots over.
Much longer
time.
distance.
Yeah.
And of course, controls will be mushier during that period.
Yep, because you're flying slower.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right. Well, maybe if we get an opportunity to practice that strong headwind
Glide?
glide.
Yep.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
Look for those days.